Hey guys, my name is Brian Barnett Gotcha here, and welcome back, folks, one and all, to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And in the last episode, what did we do? Oh, we finished off one deal. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go through here and do some unfinished business. By no means do we have to do this, but this is completely optional. We found 3 cure potions. And the reason why we couldn't do this earlier, before all this happened, was because we didn't have access to a way to get to these trees. And well, we could have had the game been programmed that way, obviously, but it wasn't, and it's fine. Okay, so let's not really complain about that. Most places you got to actually backtrack to anyway. And we could take out this guy or not, we could just skip him. But we did get some heal potions, so we'll just take him out anyway. 105. With the level that I'm at, Kelly would have been able to take him down with even more power, because I think it's like at max about 220. See, look at that. We did that. Now, you don't have to take down all the trees, but you can. It's a good idea to start doing it if you want to, because you never know. You might find something, but we'll more on that later. Let's go ahead and check out this. Check out that. Check out that. And there's some enemies I did not take down in the forest, because there's really no need to, but you should go up to at least level 3 if you got Calais with you in the first beginning of it. So, and there's another thing. You might notice something about leveling up. Okay. It's not good to waste your bloms. Okay. And that's another thing. It always goes down to one by one for the slimes. So that's another thing that if you never noticed that, so like even though it'll be like 99 normally or something like that, it goes like 1 or 2. Even though their defense is pretty weak, but more on these little guys later. There's also some other creatures we're going to be coming up against that are kind of similar, but they're not slimes. So that is a thing. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the only game in the Final Fantasy franchise that actually had slimes. Now I could be wrong. Get out of here. Anyway, you know. I was talking to that mouse. Anyway, so, you know, and you could actually cut down trees if you wanted to make it quicker to go through here. I have done that, but there's not much point. Unless you're just trying to go through here and just skip through it. But there's going to be a problem with that. I'm going to show you why. Just a minute. So, yeah, I'm going to do like 3 videos for Sunday, I mean. Right now, this is it. You know, if you think I should go ahead and keep doing it for Sunday, let me know. Because I would like to know personally, if you're watching this, if I should just update it for every one of them I've actually personally done for a playthrough that started out for Sunday. That's what I want to do anyway. Here's the problem with this, because the items that you see around here, because, well, we could skip enemies Like that one enemy I showed you, I could skip him, get the enemy. I didn't mean to skip the other enemy. We'll go ahead and go over there and take him out in a minute. See what level 4s can do for you is you can gain some levels, but the highest level, well, there is no max on levels. But just like anywhere else, the longer it'll take. So let's go ahead and take out this guy before we go on here. So, but now that we also have the axe, we can actually bypass this. So again, the reason you could bypass it, come on. The reason why I went ahead and healed him up because I didn't want him to die. The thing about this game as well is that your characters will be revived after battle. They die, just like main character Browning. It don't really matter how many these are now. Let's go ahead and take out these guys. It should level us up again. It doesn't really matter because we're gonna be doing this. Oh boy, he's almost dead. Okay, I'm gonna have to have him heal himself here. There we go. We'll do that. I'm just not gonna bother those items. I mean, why? What for? When we have a way to heal up. I mean, we won't be able to do that before we go up against. I did not mean to do that again, but that's all right. Something else, but that's okay. So just like here, though, you can actually skip a bunch of enemies. So, all right. So anyway, but like I was saying, with the ability to just skip, you can only skip so much because if you wanted to get this item, you had to fight these monsters, and that is a big problem. I seriously, I could go around here and get all these items that I've already shown you, and including this over here. I would have to use an axe anyway, but then I'd have to use the one over to get here, and I could skip that monster there, get that chest there. I can go through there. I can axe this right here. Go this way. This is a way to bypass stuff. You can do that. It doesn't matter which way you want to do it, but then if you want to get around the enemy, there's like more than one way. You can either go behind him or what, and then you can get this chest here. I could show you, but it won't make much difference because just imagine they're still there. Again, the only difference is, I mean, yeah, I could come up through here, and then I'd have to take out the two enemies here in order to get this chest. That's the biggest issue with that. So, now the next dungeon is going to be a little bit more different. But I'm going to show you real quick. Now. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and look at our stats before we get over there. 336. I don't know if we'll be able to get any more EXP enough to go ahead and gain a level unless we do another battle or two. And I don't really matter at this point, but we probably will be no doubt when we go through the other area we're going to go through. Now, again, the battlefields, you can do this any way you want to for the trees, by the way. I'm not going to bother with them right now. Now, see, this could be a way to skip out and just get the one heal potion. Okay, and then what we could do is, like I said, okay, doesn't matter if you go over here first yet or not. I could do this any way I want to. Go up here, up there. I don't have to fight this guy. And there's another thing you don't know about is the trick to this. I didn't know about this being over here, but yeah, you can do that. There's a trick to this that it can actually affect the battle. Now, randomly, it will be a different battle, but it's already going to be monsters you've already seen, but you won't see that character there. Like that right there. See that right there? I skipped all together, and I could have gone a different way and gone this way and gone up this way. And basically, I could have gone up here, done this, because they don't stop you. However, they can stop you from going forward if you're trying to go through different areas. Okay, now let's say I want to go this way. Wait a minute, I forgot this, didn't I? Oops. That's alright. Doesn't matter. But, now we're stopped. What do we do? Well, if you want the item, you're going to have to fight, like it or not. So let's fight. You're going to have to stop doing that down there. Seriously. Darn mice. Really doesn't matter which weapon you use. There is going to be an enemy that I could show you that probably would be worth it for now. If you even want to do that, I still don't recommend doing it for using the BOBMs. BOMBS, what do you want to call them? Bombs, whatever. You want some? I mean, bloms. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, because they're more effective on them than they are anything else. Um, but I still don't recommend them because they're not much for wear. I mean, if you have plenty of them, it's fine. But 49 is not plenty. So there you have it. We did go up to 6. Congratulations, us. Now what we can do is we can take a look. Look at that, 240, and he's got 360. There's a difference of how to get up there though in levels. We have to be at least, I forget what level to get to where that is. And see, the thing is, you could ultimately make yourself higher, and it's a reference to like being able to know how to be stronger. But there is a limit, like there is any game, and you really don't need it for the entire game. But there's that. Now we went to Forest. Okay, so now our next target should be the beginning of the next area to clear out the area. So, you know what I mean. Okay, don't worry about this. This doesn't gain you anything anyway except for experience. So, we'll save that for later. And a welcome, one and all, officially to the place we got to go to, Bone Dungeon, or as some commonly call it, the Dungeon. You could easily ultimately skip these, but there's another reason why we're going to do them. Oh yeah, Basilisk. I think that's a new enemy. Not gonna swear on that, but yeah, I'm gonna have him defend because he's only got so many. And there's a reason why you want to have him always at max. Now these guys right here are new, and I know that they are. You can fight them in the battlefield, but I can't remember. I don't. Hey, I don't remember which battlefield it's in that you can fight these in, but we'll go over that later. I like how this thing goes away when you don't want it to. Now, there's two things that these guys are weak against. Watch this. They're called sandworms. More about these a little bit later. Look at how much damage they can do right now. We're like one level behind Tristram. And there's something about Tristram you don't know. I'm not going to tell you what it is until the time comes. Will you just hurry up and do it? What the... I meant to put axe attack. I kept putting defend. I didn't mean to. I just wasn't trying to. Screen is sensitive. What can I say? And voila, found ninja stars. Now we shouldn't have done that, but it's all right. However, we are going to stay here. Now the reason why we have blue, I meant to tell you this as well, is only because I had to start over, and because I accidentally saved over the save state. Because I didn't, and that's the thing about Final by this game is that when you first start out, you don't really, have a way to save until a certain point. And it's okay if I use like this stuff right here. So what we're gonna do ultimately is we're gonna try to finish up this room. There's something else that's more effective, but they're not weak against it. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. Now, let's see. We don't even have nearly enough anyway right now. Even if I could get the Chico for gold, like I said, we couldn't have bought the elixir. Now, should always take out the bad toad anyway. If you can. Otherwise, they poison. The only reason I took it down as fast enough as I could is because, I was just doing what I could to get through. So, come on, don't be a jerk. Now that's 225 EXP. Don't use his spell just yet. I mean, if you're gonna use spells and stuff, don't bother taking down all these enemies because you don't have enough to go through here with anyway. That won't happen until later. So what we want to do is we want it to save the final part of this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using items. And I repeat, do not put it on auto. It is a waste of time. Now, we could have skipped it, like I said, but I wanted to show it up. Because it also, here's another thing. It makes it more easier for what we're going to have to do when we try to go. But it might seem like a waste, but I'm going to show it off anyway. So let's see, how much longer do we have? Ooh, we're almost about out of time. Okay. And we'll finish off the rest of it in the next episode. And we'll have to start on the next place. This is going to be a hard choice to make. Okay. Basilisk attacks with claw. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me right now. So I'm going to defend him for now. You bitch. All right, we did it. Let's see how much more we actually have to have before we end this episode. Okay, so so if you're doing this normally, always save. So let's take a status moment. 1070. So we'll be there before you know it. And I will see you all in the next episode. Until then, this has been your host, Brian Barnagati. And that is my real name. Anyway, later.